on radio, on YouTube, and on your smartphone. This is TTUTA Speaks. We invite all listeners to tune into I-95.5 every Thursday morning at approximately 7:25 for TTUTA Speaks, a program which highlights local, regional, and international issues affecting the education sector. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to TTUTA Speaks. I'm your presenter, Barry Joel Desaine. Earlier this year, in February, the 113th and 117th reports of the Salary Review Commission were laid in Parliament by the Minister of Finance. Questions were raised on TTUTA Speaks about these reports, especially regarding the timing of their release and the possibility of collusion between the Commission and the government. To recap, the 113th report of the Salary Review Commission was completed in October 2022. It recommended that there be no increases in salaries, stating in Section 54 that, in light of economic events globally, including the impact of the pandemic and the economic challenges which the country has experienced since 2014, the Commission is assured that its decision to maintain existing salaries and allowances for officers within its purview is appropriate. This posit was highly consistent with that advanced by the Minister of Finance, who stated a month earlier that the government could not afford to offer anything more than a 4% increase in salaries to public servants. The 117th report of the Salary Review Commission was later completed in May 2023. Around that time, the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association had just accepted the 4% salary settlement essentially imposed on all public servants by the government. This report was not released to the public at that time, more likely because it recommended substantial increases for government ministers, including a 34% rise in salary for the Prime Minister. On the TTUTA Speaks segment of the 29th of February, it was noted that the time difference between these two reports is merely 7 months. Several questions would have been raised in the segment that are yet to be answered, including what would have happened over those 7 months between the two reports that prompted the Commission to change its position. Did the economy miraculously improve within that 7 months, so much so that a 34% salary increase for the Prime Minister is justified? Could it be that things were not as bad as advanced by the Minister of Finance? Subsequently, were the unions deceived by the government into accepting the 4% settlement? These questions are even more pertinent in light of the recent 120th report of the Salary Review Commission, which was laid in Parliament last week. Having been asked to reconsider the previous report due to supposed anomalies, the Commission now recommends even greater increases for government ministers, including a whopping 47% increase in salary for the Prime Minister. So while public servants were bullied last year into accepting a 4% settlement and are now being offered a mere 5% increase, all supposedly due to economic constraints, they are now being told that this same economy can sustain as much as 10 times over in salary payments to government ministers. The inconsistency is not dissimilar to what was pointed out last week in TTUTA Speaks regarding the recent ruling of the Special Tribunal. Subsequently, there are now 3 agencies of the state: the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago, the Special Tribunal of the Industrial Court, and the Salary Review Commission that all made recent assessment of the economy, but with diverse variance in their findings. What is consistent, however, is the intention of the state to continue treating workers unfairly in the bargaining process by using the economy as an excuse for fair engagement. Most people will agree in principle that those who are charged with greater responsibilities deserve higher compensation. However, this huge disparity between how the government rewards itself in contrast to how it treats with public servants, its most valuable human assets, reeks of classism, social injustice, and inequity. It is a clear case of different strokes for different folks.
We would like to remind you of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association's Retirees Section Christmas Luncheon to be held on Thursday, December 5th, 2024 at Signature Hall, Montrose, Shogunas from 11:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets cost $350 and are available at all TTUTA offices from November 18th, 2024. Remember, your deadline for purchase is November 29th, 2024.
You have been listening to TTUTA Speaks. To contact us, please dial 610-3850. That's 610-3850. Or you may email our president at president@tuta.org. That's president@ttuta.org. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel where recordings of interviews, events, and other materials are uploaded regularly. Like us by giving a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe.